Hello, everyone, and welcome to Movie Mandates, the show where my sister and I force each other to watch movies according to a monthly theme. I'm Andrew.
I'm Kelly.
Happy holidays. And in commemoration of the season, we're mandating movies that celebrate the spirit of the various days many of us don't have to work. To kick off the festivities, I mandated Better Watch Out, a home invasion film about a bad seed 12-year-old who murders everyone around him to try and get in his adult babysitter's pants, but at the end of the day, he really just wants to return to his mother's womb. And it takes place at Christmas, so it meets this show's arbitrary and ill-defined theme requirements. But before we discuss this new holiday family classic, since I mandated today's movie, it's only fair that Kelly gets to challenge me in a segment we call Trivial Trivia.
I like the ill-defined. Yes, so trivial trivia. I have for you eight actors uh who have all played Santa. Why
Okay.
eight? Because I wanted to go with real movies and not TV movies. There's a lot of TV Santas.
I'll bet, yeah.
Like so many TV Santas. And I also wanted to go with ones that were visible and not just voices. Um,
Oh, okay.
uh, One of these might not, you'll
Like we
understand.
said, the rules are
The
arbitrary.
rules are nebulous from time to time. So yes, I really wanted 10 because 10 is just a better number than 8, unless of
Mhm.
course you're doing deadlifts and then 8 it is, baby. I'm good at 8.
Eight, as far as reps go, eight is pretty good.
Eight, that's the one I like. We have we have a ladder at the gym that we're doing that is a 10 and then an 8 and then a 6 and then a 4.
Hmm.
And we're on week 4 now, so like I got it. But week 1, I literally was doing the first ladder and I'm like 10, like my body just naturally wants to stop at 8. Like I'm like 9 and 10 are just nah, that's no good. Okay. Right, so I'm gonna name the actor. You
Okay.
name the movie. Sorry, I don't think I ever finished
Okay, I was wondering which direction. I
the
figured that was the
conceit.
direction we're going. So you're giving me an actor. I tell you what
Yes,
movie they played Santa Claus.
that is correct.
Okay,
Okay, Tim Allen.
the Santa Claus and its sequel.
Correct. Correct and all the correctness. Which also, by the way, quick story because that's what I do here. That is the movie that made me actually believe that Santa Claus was spelled with an E. And I didn't understand.
You didn't get the joke. I mean, you were 12 when it came out, so I probably didn't understand what a clause
I think
was.
it was early 90s.
Yeah.
So first off, yeah, I don't think I really understood what a clause was, but I also, even once I understood what a clause was, I thought it was thoughtful because I'm like, oh, that's so funny because his last name is Claus. But I never, and not with the E, I'm like, oh, it just looks so
You're sitting there
wrong.
30 and you're like, Santa Claus, I get it.
Well, it was a little bit before
I've had
30.
stuff like that where I finally get something after decades. It's like, oh my God, really?
Oh, there are, I can't think of
Yeah,
any right
I don't
now,
have
but
any in my back
there are
pocket.
definitely those that
That's
I'm
certainly
like,
happened.
oh,
Yeah.
that hurts. That hurts that it took me this long.
Mm,
I was today years old.
yeah.
Um, Ed Asner.
Is that Miracle on 34th Street?
It is not.
No. Who the hell's in that one? Uh,
Ed Asner plays Santa, and there is also uh let's see who else is in it. Um, well, there's someone that I could say that
should
would give
know
it.
this, and I'm completely blanking.
Will Ferrell is in it.
Is it Elf?
It is.
Oh, okay, never seen it, so.
Um, Richard Attenborough.
Oh, the Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah. That's who's in that one.
That's who's known. That was next on my list, and I'm like, oh well, he'll get that one
Like
right
I
later.
couldn't remember who was in it. I was like, is that Asner in that one?
No,
So, yeah,
it's
I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't remember who it was off the top of my head. So
yeah. Here's an interesting one. Paul Giamatti.
Oh Christ. Yeah.
Playing opposite Vince Vaughn, if that
It's
helps.
yeah, it's the what is the name of it? 'Cause Vince Vaughn is like his ne'er-do-well brother or something
Yes.
like that who
And it's named after the ne'er-do-well brother,
shit. Vincent?
Fred.
Fred Claus. That's what it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had I actually had Paul Giamatti in Santa drag in my head. I'm like, made a good. I never didn't see the movie, but he makes a.
But you knew exactly the movie, though.
Yeah, I
You were
knew
like,
which one
nope,
it
I knew the
was, but I'm
movie.
like, yeah,
Um, Tom Hanks. This is my only,
Polar Express.
yes, that's, I'm like, this is my
Okay,
only stretch one.
I was like, is this your? Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, he did the motion capture,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
So, eh. um, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell played Santa,
And Goldie plays his wife in the second one.
and it's not a made-for-TV one, really.
No, I do not
Oh,
believe.
oh shoot. Yeah. It's a more recent one, isn't it? It's like
Hmm.
within the last decade.
Oh, yes. Within, I think, the last 5 years.
Yeah. Oh crap. That title's not
Chris,
coming to me.
Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah, I would not have come up with that one.
That is okay. Yeah, I don't think it came to the theater, but it was one of those
Oh, was
straight
it
to
like a
Netflix.
direct to streaming kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Because
But
I
there's
remember it coming
so
out and
many
I was
now.
like, Kurt Russell's Santa. Yeah, I
Yeah.
dig it. The Christmas what a boring ass name for a movie. The Christmas Chronicles or Santa Chronicles? What was it?
Christmas
The Christmas
Chronicles.
Chronicles. It's boring.
Yeah. Um, David Harbour.
Violent Night.
Yes.
See, I know the ones who play Santa in movies where people die. That's really
Um,
good. I liked Violent. I think they're doing a
I
sequel.
loved
I
Violent
don't know what
Night.
the hell they're doing with the sequel, but I'm like, yeah,
There's gonna
okay,
be a
I'd
sequel?
watch it. Hmm.
I really liked that movie.
Yeah, I
That
did too.
we watched it I don't know how many years ago, like 2 years ago, I guess. And it was like, well, this is a new Christmas classic. I mean, it's just so good. It really is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, John
I highly
Leguizamo's
recommend
in
it.
it. He's great. I
He's
mean, he's
great in
really good in it
everything.
too.
He's so good in everything. Like,
That's true. Name a John Leguizamo performance that is mid. You can't, can
you
you?
can't. Nah, nah. Like, and I don't even like clowns, and he's great as Chicken Spawn and
Oh,
everything.
Spawn. Yeah, the
Yeah.
yep.
Um, J.K. Simmons.
Well, that's another recent one.
Super
That's
recent.
the one with The Rock.
Yeah.
It's Chris Evans. Is that the? Am I thinking of the
That's
right movie?
yes. Not gonna lie, I would not be able to pull this title out of my
Yeah.
hat either.
It's got CG snowmen in it. This was like a hugely pushed Netflix one.
Uh-huh.
Is
And
it
it's like
Code
his
Red?
code red one.
Red One.
Yeah. Yep.
They had the right idea.
Yeah. Yep.
Code Red would have been a pretty good title too,
I
but
think code red is the Mountain Dew flavor.
I think it is, yeah. Maybe that's why they didn't call it Cold Red. Red
Oh,
One is pretty good too.
that is good. So that was all eight, but I do have one more who technically not Santa, but I think you'll get it anyway. Because all these people played
The
real
actual Santa
Santa.
Claus is okay.
Yeah, so that was the thing. All these people played real Santa, but Billy Bob
Right.
Thornton plays
Oh,
Santa.
yeah, he plays a mall Santa in Jesus, what's the name of the movie? I think Violent Night might have been well, that and Miracle on 34th Street. I haven't seen most of these movies. What is it called? There that has a sequel too. Is it Bad Santa? Is that what the name
It
of the
is
movie
Bad
is? Okay.
Santa. Yeah. Yep.
I was like, "Oh God, is she gonna is she gonna like name the actor who played the dressed up as the Santa Claus killer in Silent Night, Deadly Night? Because I'm probably not gonna
No, and
remember.
so I went through so many, and there are some very famous actors who have played Santa in a lot of mostly voiceover because there's so many like cartoons, and there were ones, and I'm like, no, this is never it would never pull out of the hat. I'd be like, oh, okay, and then like made for TV movies, like apparently there's been like um Marvel and Doctor Who and Animaniacs and this, like everyone has had a Christmas special with Santa, and you know,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
it is one of those the list was quite long, but I tried to do the ones that were going to.
I think there was another Netflix movie called like The Naughty List or something. And I think the premise was it was a bunch of kids who are pissed off that they're on the naughty list, so they get a team together, Ocean's 11 style, to break into the North Pole to steal their presents or
Oh,
something
that's
like that.
funny.
I think,
That's
if I'm
pretty
remembering
funny.
right, I think Danny Glover plays Santa in that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually it's if I really liked the premise. For me, the movie is the movie's for kids. It targets a much, much lower age range than I'm currently in. So while I could admire it and appreciate what it did, I didn't enjoy it as much as I really would have liked to with the fun premise. Because I love the idea of a bunch of kids Ocean's Elevening it to go to break into the
No,
North Pole and steal their presents. I think
I think
that's
that's
really
pretty
great.
funny. I
That's
think that that
just a
is.
wonderful premise, but it was just kind of I mean, it was aiming at a pretty low common denominator. It's like stupid children with no taste. It's like, oh well.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. I
Yeah,
mean,
and you know what?
definitely not something that's going to be on my holiday rotation, but I'm glad I saw it.
Yes. Well,
All right,
all right. Oof.
better watch out.
I totally just clipped a hangnail and now
So,
it's yes.
uh, I now you went into this blind, right? You didn't watch the marketing.
I went into it blind. I did not watch the trailer because you told me not to. And I still haven't watched it. I actually I should have watched it
I
afterwards just to
actually did
see.
watch it after I watched the movie just to see how the film was marketed.
Yeah, I should
And
have too, and I didn't.
yeah, and I was impressed with the restraint
Oh, good for them.
in the trailer. There's enough in the trailer that if you're paying attention, you can figure out what this movie really is. But how it's marketed is a boy and his babysitter and like the neighbor kid in a house invasion during Christmas. And the gimmick, as it's played off in the trailer, is the kid that's being babysat is just kind of digging this and is having a lot of fun with this and is home aloneing the home invaders. It's cut in a way to make it
Ah,
look like Home Alone, but if what was Macaulay Culkin's character? Kevin. If Kevin had a babysitter and they were home aloneing the home invaders and it was an R-rated film.
right.
That's
Interesting.
what the trailer's selling it because they have to sell a little bit of they show some of the paint can stuff and someone getting hung, someone getting hit in the head with a brick. You know, they couldn't just say it's a home invasion thriller. They had to put something in the trailer or felt they had to. And I think
Yeah,
they did a decent job of not spoiling what the movie really is.
that's good. Because I will say, uh, having seen it, that well, obviously, um,
Well, at this point, I should hope so.
yes, we did start recording, so yes. I'm like, just pause, give me a second.
We should do, we
90
should
of them.
we should do a we should do a one of these movie mandates where neither of us actually watch the movie. We just read like the Wikipedia summary or something and try to intelligently discuss the film.
See if
Kind
anyone
of
notices.
see if anyone notices. Like, yeah, we just read the. we're old, but when we were kids, the library had what was called Cliff's Notes, which
Yes.
were
Cliff Notes, the yellow
short
little
version,
books.
like pamphlet sized, maybe 30-page summaries of longer books. So when the teacher would say, I want you to read, well, not War and Peace, what would have been an actual assignment? Some 300-page book, you could go to the library and check out the 30-page Cliff Notes, which is the Cliff's Notes version of the book,
Yep.
and try to fake your way through a book report that way if you're too damn lazy to read the whole thing.
Oh yeah. That would be me. Yeah, I've faked my way through a lot of book reports, which is a terrible thing to admit to. Uh, and it served me unwell because now I'm this age and I'm like, and I've gone back and reread those books and I'm like, yeah, first off, a lot of them are great. Second off, some of them aren't. But
Not for
moreover,
like a 12 to 14-year-old though.
the thing is, that's the problem. Is that some of the ones that were read at that age, and I know we're getting off track, but we always do. Some of the ones that were read at that age, I do not believe you have the capacity to truly understand them.
I, you know what?
Like To Kill a Mockingbird, I think works because there is a child that you're following. You follow
Eh,
Scout, so it is
Sure.
written in a way that you can absorb it because it's told from a child's point of view. So
Tom
for
Sawyer.
Yeah, so for me, I'm like, so those, because of how they're written to be consumed that way because they're from that point of view. So that makes sense to me. But then there are others that you're supposed to read, like, The Heart of Darkness,
Oh God.
not written from a child's point of
No.
view. So what am I supposed to get from that when I am a 12-year-old in eighth grade?
Also, yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
I
it's
was a
just
12-year-old
really
in eighth grade.
hard to read. Like, I certainly, I think Mary Shelley has certainly earned her place in literature history, but Frankenstein is a really, really hard read for a younger reader,
Yeah,
just because the language is so different, it's almost impenetrable.
right.
I don't think it's a good book for like eighth graders.
Yeah, and that's therein lies the rub. Um,
Anyway, we
but
watched.
no, in watching this movie and not reading the Cliff's Notes version or just watching the preview because I didn't even watch the preview.
Yep.
Um, I'll have to go and watch it just for giggles.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it would be hard, in my opinion, to have to, so that does seem like a very interesting take to like kind of Home Alone it a little bit to make it seem like he's attacking the intruders rather than he is the culprit
Hmm.
because there's no other scene of him other than him kind of, his moments in the film are him being like,
I'm having fun with this.
I'm having fun and I am doing these dastardly things.
But to bad guys who are trying to hurt me and my beloved babysitter.
Right. So that is interesting. So,
Nice
um,
job on getting actual young actors too. I'm pretty sure that the kids are a little
little
older than
older than
12.
12. Yes.
I'm gonna put them a few years older than that, but
I'm gonna put him at like 14.
yeah.
Uh,
But the babysitter, she's supposed to be 18.
she looks 18.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, she looks 18.
But they're
Um,
definitely younger than her, so and I have a
yes.
feeling that the kid Levi Miller, the kid who plays Luke, I like the constant voice squeaking and cracking that he did. I have a feeling that was an affect that he was putting on. I don't know if he was really breaking at the time or if he was just putting, hey, yeah, putting in the breaks and the squeaks just to affect that he's a, prepubescent kid.
I'm guessing he was putting it in there,
My guess too, but it worked.
but yeah, no, it did. I yes. So I it was very weird watching this movie. There were moments watching this film that I had huge deja vu. I have not seen this movie,
Hmm.
but then there were moments that I was like, have I seen this movie? I don't know. Like it was, I haven't, but because I didn't know what was going to happen next. I didn't know different things. Um, but I feel like maybe I've seen the paint can scene, or maybe maybe it's been on TV or something, and I've seen like because I was
Maybe you
like,
saw the trailer and forgot it.
maybe I've seen
The
you know
swinging
what?
paint can is actually in the trailer. They
Okay,
show
then maybe I've seen that because I'm like, something is very familiar about some of this, but not a lot of it. I will say, the paint can, how they did it,
how it was shot, you mean?
yes, how it was shot, probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
Um, v well, well played, I would say. Uh,
It's violent, it's even gory, but it's like
yeah,
tastefully, artistically
yeah,
done. What?
yeah, yeah, no, and yeah,
And I
it's
especially love the camera move later in the movie where um, the psychopath little bad seed is at the door with the Christmas carolers, giving them all cocoa and listening to them singing Carol the Bells or whatever. And the camera zooms past him and looks through uh, the glass in the door to see the corpse of the boyfriend still sitting in the chair, but the paint can is from that angle just dangling right
in
in
front of it.
front of
Yeah,
him, so you can't actually see what's left of his face. I'm like,
yeah. No,
yeah,
I think
that's that art stuff I like. That's
yeah, I will say that
the
that
DP
was,
was really proud of that one, and rightfully so.
yeah, that was the best one. Poor Garrett.
Yeah,
I mean, although 12-year-old smoking is, I'm like, where do you even get it? Like,
where are
I don't
you
want to
getting?
know. I don't want to know. I
Is
don't want
he
to know.
maybe stealing it from his older brother or something like that?
Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Um, so yeah, I hated this movie like so much.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. I mean, it ranks up there with one of the worst that I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely despise it. Like Fuchsia and I were like uncomfortably like, I can't believe I have to finish this piece of shit. This
Well,
is
luckily it's only 90 minutes.
thankfully, yes. Uh yeah, it was very funny. I got a text this morning from him and he goes, so I've had a night to think on it and I've slept on it and yeah, I still really hate it. It's just like, and I was like, love you too. Um, yeah, no, so I I feel
For
uh,
the few people who listen to this, just the
yes.
basic overview of the movie. If
Yes.
listeners didn't watch it, um, a kid is being babysat, and so we have a 12-year-old boy and his 18-year-old babysitter, and he what
He fancies
appears,
her.
yeah, it appears that there's a home invasion during the while they're being babysat, so they have to do the cat and mouse game. It's like the strangers, right? You know, there's someone's trying to get in the house and hurt us, so we have to hide in the attic or the laundry room or anywhere we can, and maybe we can find dad's gun or get a kitchen knife or rig a trap or do something, hide in the closet and try not to, get the little lighty up noisy toy turning on and giving away our position. And then it turns out that the whole thing was staged by the 12-year-old boy and his neighbor friend, because he thought that if he could impress the 18-year-old babysitter by fighting off some home invaders, he could sleep with her.
Right. Because in the movie, how it starts, which is the first thing he does, like he's in his room with his friend
Hmm.
and he's like reading an article about like adrenaline and the dopamine and how the release in the chemicals in your brain when you're scared are the same chemicals that are released when you're aroused. So he figures like he can, he's not going to arouse her by, his, 12-year-old, Lothario ways. So he will have to scare her and prove his bravery, and she'll be filled with all
Oh
of
my
that, like,
gosh, this 12-year-old boy is
he
really
saved me
mature
and
for his age, and he saved me,
I'm aroused, so let me take off my pants.
and yeah, my clothes cannot contain my arousal.
Exactly. So yeah, so at the beginning of the movie when they were talking about when they had that discussion and then there was the break-in, I was like, "Oh, he orchestrated this break-in." So I knew that he orchestrated the break-in because they were talking about that, and I'll let you get on to explaining
Mhm.
in a moment. But I was very surprised because I didn't see what was coming next, like all the murder and crap, but like because she figured out very quickly that it was them. I mean, not quickly. There is a good amount of time. Like, I mean, it's like, I mean, there's a good 15 minutes or so of like them, hiding in different
Yeah,
places and like, kind of suspend, and like she locks the door and then walks away and then like you notice the door's open and then there's like people out, like there's shadows on the window. And so there is like some suspense that is like building up. Um, but it was interesting from my perspective. I'm like, how long is this ruse going to go and how far is this ruse going to go? Because that's it. Like, because
yeah.
that was what
They're hiding in the closet, and the neighbor friend is, wearing a mask and has the shotgun and is sneaking around, and she's like, Garrett?
yeah,
Because she recognizes the mask he was wearing, because that's one of Luke's masks. So she sees like a family picture of them at a ski trip or something, and he's wearing the same mask. And he also is itching his shoulder, and it was set up earlier that he was looking for some itching cream because he had an
Benadryl or
itchy
something.
shoulder
Yeah.
for something. And so she figures it out in the middle of the thing. And so he plan B's it, or was this plan A the entire time? Punches her in the face, well, I think he slaps her, but knocks her ass down,
Slaps her. Yeah.
slaps her, knocks her down the stairs, and she gets knocked out, ties her to a chair, and then starts tormenting her.
Yes.
And at first, she doesn't take this shit seriously at all. I mean, he's a 12-year-old kid. She's like, "You're in big trouble, mister." And it takes her a little while to realize that, oh, this kid is truly psychotic and dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
trouble here.
Yeah.
I think the movie does uh whether you like it or not, I think the movie does a really admirable job of constantly upping the stakes and the danger, from, oh, he's just going to try to impress her with, oh, look, I'm drinking and I can hold my liquor. Oh, look, I can, save you from the spider on the counter. I'll just pick it up, and I have a sensitive side. I don't even kill it. I just release it into the wild because it didn't do anything. And
Yeah.
oh, I can, order, I can tough out a pizza with mushrooms on it. I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
Um, and I can watch a horror movie with it. You think he's going there, and then, oh, home invasion. He's trying to impress her with the home invasion, and then, oh, he's using an opportunity to do some, to like feel her up while she's tied to a chair, and then he invites her boyfriend over, ties him to its chair, and then kills him, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
In front of everyone.
yeah,
Yeah.
in front of everyone, and it's like, oh, wow, oh shit,
Like even his best friend
yeah,
is
he
like,
shotguns his best
holy
friend.
sh Well, but I mean, but like he kills the boyfriend in front of the best friend, and the best friend is like, why do you like he did not know that that's where the night was going.
Yeah,
The best friend. He did not
yeah,
realize that like and he didn't realize that his friend was this psychotic either.
yep,
So, which is like the fact that he sticks around, you're just like, Garrett, you gotta leave. You just walk away, dude. Just I don't know. I mean, I get it. When you're 12 and you're in the thick of it and everything.
I don't want to be in trouble, and he keeps telling me I won't be in trouble, and he has a history of being completely right about that.
Yeah.
He's gotten me out of impossible scrapes before. He's really good at this, so I should trust him and believe him. I think I think that works pretty well. Uh the bits that didn't work as well for me were both of the boyfriends. They're kind of unbelievable in just what dumb losers that both of them are. I'm like, wow, she has really shit-tasted boyfriends. I mean, both of these guys, we don't get a ton of screen time with them, but they're
Right.
both just lame at best.
She does have terrible taste in boyfriends,
Yeah,
yes. S- When so not Jeremy, the first boyfriend, Lucas, not Lucas, he's
Ricky,
the
the current
Ricky, thank
boyfriend,
you.
not the ex.
Current boyfriend, yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Current boyfriend Ricky, who gets his face smashed in with paint.
Yep.
Like I was yelling at him. I'm like, knock yourself over. Like you know what's happening. The
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I she does that herself in the chair.
Yeah, she
They
knocks
try and
herself over on the
because he's
chair.
in the other room and they're trying to keep him from seeing her tied to the chair. So she just because she's gagged, so she can't make much noise. But so she throws herself over, and it's like, yeah, he knows that paint can is coming because he misses the first time.
Yeah.
I'd have thrown myself over. I mean, if I was thinking clearly, I don't have as much of an issue with that kind of stuff when people are panicking.
Sure, 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 sure. But like I was like, throw yourself over,
But yeah,
dude.
it is one of those
Or
things.
for her because she comes with the gun and she's like, like get your boyfriend out of the way. Push him over. You got like you tell him to drop it, he's gonna throw it. Like he's already proven how diabolical he is by this point. He hasn't killed
I
anyone
mean,
yet, but like
not
at this point,
I will murder someone.
no, but like the fact that he threw it the first time and missed, like I wouldn't trust it. Like and like
Yeah,
I
I
knew
mean, yeah,
there's a
but who would ever think that this kid would do
I true, true, true,
it?
true.
It
That is
worked for
true.
me.
But like and I understand that. And it's also a very interesting thing, like even Jeremy, who is, Rob Lowe lookalike from Stranger Things, um, he when he comes and like it's interesting how much well, 18-year-olds aren't adults, but I get like how much like people believe a 12-year-old. That's I mean, like older kids who are 18 still believe like, he's like, "Oh,
Oh,
she's
she's
up
inside. She has cramps and diarrhea. She
she's
doesn't like it.
inside and she's doing this like you're little 12-year-old like get out of my way." Like it's like it's an int I mean, I do like that he pushed himself into
I
the
mean,
house.
Ricky doesn't believe him and doesn't care what he's saying. I
No,
mean,
but like
it does sound like he's buying some of it. He is like, "Oh, I believe you that she has cramps and diarrhea," but it's like, "Do you?" The ex-boyfriend, Jeremy was the other one. It was
yeah,
Ricky and Jeremy, right?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then Jeremy writes that
That
whole note and you're like,
Yeah, to be fair, this guy is drunk on his ass,
yeah,
which
true.
makes his actions a little bit more believable, but it's also one of those Luke, what were you planning on doing if this dipshit didn't show up completely plastered?
Right. And like, or he didn't come over. Like, I like how at first he's like, there's no Ashley here. And he hangs up and he's like, what did you see in this guy? That was funny. The other part that I actually thought was funny, but not actually funny, was when they tie her up again with Christmas lights. And I'm
Mm.
like, they plugged in those lights. Like, did they? I'm like, those
Yeah,
lights are,
they're plugged in, yeah.
they're,
They're not
they're
on a
plugged in
battery.
because they're like on. Um, so I
They're the mid-sized bulbs. Those would get hot after a while. I mean, they're not the really
yeah,
big ones, but they're those mid-sized
they're
ones.
the mid-size ones.
Yeah.
They're not those aren't the like little
Not the small
LED
little
no,
twinklies. It's
mm-mm,
those
mm-mm.
bulbs get warm.
Those are some warm bulbs. Um yeah, did this come out in the theaters? Like how did you hear? Like when did you like what how did you know about I mean, I guess you know about things that I don't know about and vice
I
versa.
I probably saw this on like Shutter when it hit the Shutter streaming
Sure,
service.
sure, sure, sure.
And then I watched it, I went, ooh, this is because what I appreciate in a movie that will, kill a kid. At
I
least
know you do. Yeah.
any movie that makes me feel like it could. It doesn't necessarily have to happen, but so many movies, particularly in this country, are so afraid of that they definitely won't. They try and wring tension out of, oh, these kids are in mortal peril, and I'm like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
So you've removed a lot of so I'm not feeling the tension that you want me to feel because I don't believe that these kids are in danger of doing more than scraping their knee, right?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe a bloody nose at worst, right?
Yeah.
But no one's going to be losing digits. No one's going to break bones. No one's getting impaled. No one's going to die. Everyone's going to be fine. And if you're just, and if it's something like The Goonies, it's an adventure film. The point of the movie is the adventure. Oh,
Right.
okay, they're in a room with a spiky ceiling that's coming down. I know they're not going to get squished.
Of course.
But the exciting part is how are they going to get out of this? Right?
Right.
Uh, Other films are trying to like, oh, these kids they could die at any moment. I'm like, no,
No.
I don't
Yeah.
believe you.
Y-
So if they can't, if the point is harm could befall them and I don't believe you, it's difficult for me to enjoy the film, at least in the way you want.
that's very fair because I feel that in like Deep Blue Sea, well done. LL Cool J
Yep.
lives.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
So this movie, there are a lot of things. Now, I don't think it's a classic. It's not like one of my favorite films. I do solidly like the film, and I did enjoy it, and I got a kick out of revisiting it.
Good.
Um, and I didn't know how you'd feel about it, but I did know I wanted to talk to you about it.
Yes.
Um, so I really enjoy. I think the performances are really good, especially from the young actors. Um, the boyfriends, I don't. I already talked about the boyfriends.
They don't have a lot to do other than
I think they
be
could have
there.
done better with those characters, but oh
Yeah,
well.
Jeremy has a scene though, so it's like poor baby. You're love to look at you, darling. You're about to die.
Yeah. Um, I like that consistent ramp up, and I like the fact that it constantly surprised me with what it was willing to do. Like, oh, okay, home invasion thriller, got it. Oh, he staged this. Oh, he's off his rocker. Oh shit, he's dangerous. Oh
Yeah,
shit, he's violently, deadly dangerous. Oh shit, he is an absolute psychopath who's going to just kill everyone. Oh shit, he just shotgunned his best friend in the face in cold blood
and
while he was
he
screaming for his mommy.
and he went to the babysitter. Like he actually like at the end like he
And
tried to kill her.
he kills
Like
the babysitter.
ostensibly he kills
He
her.
survives, but
He survives, but like he actively he means to kill
yeah,
her.
he stabs her in the throat.
Yeah, very gently to
And
like
yep,
and then cleans up
and then
the
he
whole
methodically cleans up the
yeah.
entire place and puts himself back into bed so that when the parents, who's Patrick Warburton and Virginia Madsen, come home, they find all this carnage, and it's like, oh, my baby was asleep upstairs while this whole home
The
invasion thing
whole
happened.
time. Um
What I particularly liked about this is the film, and you may have had a different experience, but when Luke is covering his tracks, uh, they establish that he sleepwalks. And so mom says, just put a pencil on his doorknob so we know if he comes out at night. So he needs to put the pencil on his lock. So he puts the pencil on the door, walks into the other room, goes out on the awning or balcony or whatever to walk across to his window to climb into his bedroom. But while he's out on that balcony, the parents are driving up. So he's trying to sneak across the roof and keeps having problems with the goddamn lit Santa and reindeer. He keeps knocking them over and trying to put it. It's like, and somehow I was like, oh shit, I was on his side for a moment, going like, oh shit, is he gonna get caught? Oh, the thing's falling off the roof, he's gonna get caught, and he catches that last moment. I'm like, yay, what the hell am I doing? Why am I cheering for this little shit? I thought it did a really nice job of switching the perspective and kind of like, well, I mean, he's killed everybody. Is he gonna get away with it? I guess I'm on his side because he's the only one left now.
Yeah, I obviously I wasn't on the side, but like I did I found it very interesting in that there were moments moments that I hated the writing, and I was like, this writer is just absolutely pr terrible
Are
and
we
needs to
talking
be.
dialogue specifically or
Yes,
something else?
yes, dialogue.
Okay.
Um, I'll tell you my least favorite part of the movie in just a second.
Okay.
Dialogue. And then there are other moments that I have to kind of applaud it because, and I'll talk about the applause first, and then I'll talk about the stuff that I didn't like, because the him catching that candy cane harkens back to him catching her. You know,
She tumbles out of
when
the
she
attic. Yeah.
falls from the attic. So it's like it has been established that he has crouching tiger, hidden dragon like reflexes.
Reflexes. Yeah.
So that's great that he did it once and then he does it again. I think that that's actually like that's kind of
A
cool in
lot
a
of really
way.
great
Like
setup and payoffs.
there is some great setup and paint. Like yeah, exactly. Because they talk even like the paint can thing. They talk about that at the very beginning
Hmm.
of the
That
movie
setup
and that setup. And
is
even
semi-Oedipal complex with the baby heartbeat
yeah, yeah,
bound
the
board that he has under his bed.
yeah, because
Um,
he misses his mom cuddling him. So
that comes back.
there's a lot of setup there. And then the other thing that throughout that I appreciated, there is a blood streak of a bug that I killed, I think last week, still on my wall that I really am just like keep looking at, and I'm like, I need to clean that. That is a dead bug carcass, and it's distracting. Um, but it's dead. Um, the 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 thing that I disliked for a while, but I appreciate still disliked, but like I appreciate how it unfolded is they slowly introduce truly how like what a sociopath that he is
Mhm.
in that, but like through not just like it takes him like half the movie before his first kill type of that. As I mean, you learn because when I was watching it, in all these turns, you're watching it, and at first I'm like, okay, so his home invasion didn't work, and what the hell is he gonna do now? Like, it seemed very out of character at first. You're thinking to yourself, like, dude, like, okay, now you're just some kind of psychotic. And yes, I'm going back and forth between sociopath and psychotic because I am very bad at remembering the difference between them. And I know that there is a very specific difference between them.
Yeah,
Not
I'm honestly not sure what it is.
I it's hard for me to remember the very specific
I
veil of what
I
that
think
is.
I think one might be a inability to empathize,
Yes.
and then the other one is just likes hurting.
Yes.
Can
And I
empathize, just doesn't care. That kind
yes,
of
and
thing.
I just forget which belongs to who.
Yeah.
So sorry for
I think
whoever's out
psychopath
there.
is the latter, I think.
Yeah, I think the psychopath is
I
the
think
person who
sociopath is just no ability for empathy at
I
all.
think you're right. Sociopath is no
Thing.
empathy, and I believe you're right. And then the psychopath is someone who realizes
Harming
and
things.
just don't care.
Yeah.
So he's probably a psychopath. He knows what he's doing is
Yes.
wrong. He just doesn't give a And I think that it's interesting because when you start the film, you don't know this about him. You too think he's a good boy. You think that, yeah, he was drinking. You think that this whole thing was 100% for her, and that somehow he is like lost his way in it, and that he's like, oh God, what am I supposed to do? Whereas he is underneath that all like totally fine because he's like, I don't care. I will do whatever it takes. Like I will continue down this path and continue. And then you learn little pieces like
I think the
he
only thing he wasn't expecting, I don't think he was expecting to kill his friend. I think that's the only thing
I
that
agree. I agree. I think that's the only thing he wasn't expecting. But like he because you learn then that he killed his friend's hamster.
hmm
And you're like, okay, he hurts animals. That's a that's a red flag.
In
And
movies,
then
at
you
least, that's always. Yeah.
exactly. And then you hear like when he's chatting with get oh, that was a big hiccup. Pardon me. And then when he's chatting,
Such a big hiccup, the mic clipped it out.
my goodness. Well, good. Um, and then when he's chatting with Garrett about like, don't I always get us out of things? Remember when we stole money from my mom's purse or like did this? And like he's telling these things that are kind of like not
Like, holy shit.
wonderful moments. You're like, oh,
And
you're
that specific story is where it's revealed that he doesn't sleepwalk. That was bullshit he told his mom to get him and his friend out of trouble for stealing money from her purse or something like that.
yeah, exactly. So like so you're learning and the fact that he knows about the pencil and all of these things like so like it's an interesting like because it feels at first like it's outside of who he is. And I'm like, okay, they're just making this character up as they go along.
hmm
But it is sprinkled in a little bit later and lightly, and then you're like, oh, he's truly psychotic. And so I think for the writing, there's a lot of really good callbacks, and then there's good that stuff is sprinkled in
hmm
that I'm like, okay, um, I could appreciate that.
hmm
But then there's moments, I'll tell you about my least favorite moment, which isn't a possibly a written moment. It could just be a directorial moment. Um, and then I'll tell you more about writing. So my least favorite moment of the whole take movie, because no one does this. No one in the history of anything ever in their life has done this except for in film. She's running, she being the babysitter. She gets away. Thank you, Ashley. She gets away for a minute second before she gets pummeled with a brick and falls. And they camera angle is on carolers, as you had mentioned, there are carolers. They're at like a neighboring house
hmm
and they're singing and she's running and she's like, help, help, help. They're singing, singing, singing. And then she gets pummeled with a brick and she falls. And one of the carolers looks back, but she has already fallen, so she doesn't see her.
He's
And
behind some shrubbery or something.
yeah, she's behind some shrubbery, but she thought, I thought I heard something. So she looks back
I
and
know
then
where
she
you're
looks
going with this
forward
too.
and she goes, whatever, and continues singing. No, you would look back and then you would just continue. Who did you shrug to? Who did you make that? No one does that. No one goes, I guess it was not. No, you don't. No, you
That
don't.
was
You don't do that. You
that
just
was a
look.
bit of overacting. I agree. That stuck out to me too.
I was
Just,
like,
just the,
no,
I mean, it's not
no.
quite this, but
It's so close, though. It was
yeah.
so close to that reaction. And I was like,
Also, as a singer myself, just because I'm singing doesn't mean I can't hear.
yeah, can't hear someone going,
Now,
help, help.
maybe someone on the other side of me wouldn't be able to hear stuff going on behind me, but
Right.
I'd be able to hear it.
Yeah. Oh my
But
God. Thank you. But like her, I was like, because
did
I
I
thought
hear
I've heard
something?
things.
Yes, not.
I mean, I've been on calls with teammates and I think I hear things in the house and I'm like, okay, da 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 da. Da.
I
And
don't
it's just,
shrug. Yeah.
there's no shrug. I just look, and then I go right back to what I'm doing. Totally fine. Um, so the beginning of the movie, and this is in, and I think it hurts the movie
Okay.
because the beginning is poorly written. I don't think that our writer knew what to do with mom and dad because mom says to dad, "Are you sure that you've never sucked a dick?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "On, brr? I'm back, back, back up, my friend." Because he wants to put ornaments on a tree? What? Like, and she continues.
Why are we
Like
married to her?
first off,
She
right?
rich?
And like at least you know where the son gets it because like, he loves his mommy. She look crazy too. And they've got to be rich. Look at that house. But then again, every movie house, people, everyone in movies is rich. Even the poor people are rich. Um, but yeah, like their interaction of like her just coming at him with the nasty. And I'm like,
Just a really unpleasant woman, and I don't know that it means or influences or informs anything else in the movie.
and it doesn't.
I
It's
think they
just,
were just trying to be funny and just failing miserably.
yeah, it's just, is it like, are we, what are we doing
We've
here?
got
And it,
Patrick Warburton and Virginia Madsen. Let's do something with them. What?
yeah,
I don't know anything. We paid top dollar.
you have an Academy Award nominated actress. Give her something to do. Like, and Patrick Warburton, who is just
It's a treasure.
a treasure. Yeah, thank you. Um, who, and to be fair to him, seems to have understood the assignment and just he's like, I'm just gonna have a great. He probably was just like, I'm coming to set drunk. Am I gonna wear this Santa tie or this Santa tie? And you're like,
I already cashed the check for this role, so
so
we're
and
doing
and
it in
he,
one.
yeah, basically,
I got a
take.
flight to catch.
He's like, can we get it from another ale? No, I think you guys
Nope,
got
I
it.
think you got it.
I think you got it. So, but yeah, so it was a very weird sort of opening to a movie that you're like the
The
tone,
opening is weird. Yeah,
the
I agree with
opening
that.
tone. I'm like, where are we going? You
Yeah.
haven't set a good scene. And the boys talking in the room as well, like the crassness, like the whole movie, like that first like 5 to 7 minutes is just, and I get like 12-year-olds boys maybe be crass. I don't know. Mine is just, he's not 12 yet, but he's just on an iPad all day. And he hates it when I curse. So he's
I
not crass.
I think they did a I think the dialogue actually gets better. Like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
conversation that Garrett and Luke are when she's tied to the chair and they're playing Marry, Kiss, Kill, whatever, and they're talking about the characters from Adventure Time or something, and they're talking about the sexual
Miss
advantages of a
Bubblegum or
bubblegum
whatever.
lady. That I could totally see 12-year-olds saying really dumb, nonsensical shit and giggling their asses off because they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
And that's, I think, the thing. I think
That
that
I thought
this,
really worked.
I will agree that I just don't think I think it's one of those movies or writers or whatever that was like, I know what this is, but I don't know how to sandwich it.
Hmm. Yeah,
Or I don't
yeah.
know how to, I don't know how to start. I need to get to the movie. Like, but you can't just start here because you have to like that was, I think, there's got to be a mom and dad because they had to leave and it also had some time management issues, which I know you and I don't like about movies, but I mean, there was a lot that got done in about 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, this person's gonna be here in 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, 30 minutes have definitely passed at this point. Come on.
I'm like, you should be doing a little bit more cleanup in this 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
but
lie. Use your time a little bit more wisely, my friend. Um, uh,
must have been a great party. They were gone for like 7 hours.
yeah, but I will say I found the end, I'm worried about Ashley. We should go to the hospital and see if she's okay.
hmm
Uh, but then at the same token, again, with the like Did no paramedic who's like actively around her be like, why is this woman
Who are you?
flipping someone off? What the hell is she
We've
doing?
pumped a ton of drugs into her.
Hey, miss, put your hand down. Like, what? Like, she's like,
It's
ah.
like the paramedic case, like, well, fuck you, lady. It's like I'm trying to help you. I work really hard as an EMT. I don't need this shit. Screw you. You can bleed to death. I mean, hold your own IV bag. I'm going home. I'm not going to take this abuse from you.
She's
You're
like, I'll
almost
just
a
rip off
cure.
that duct tape. Just rips off her tape. Um, so yeah,
So,
he,
spoiling the end of the
yes,
movie,
go.
you think he gets away with it, but it turns out that even though he stabbed her in the throat, she survived because Garrett
Yeah,
started untying her, and she was loose enough to get a piece of duct tape and slap it over the wound in her throat. So he doesn't realize that she survived.
right.
So he looks out the window, being held by his mother, that as she's being carted into the ambulance, and she flips him off as she's being loaded, and she's like, "As soon as I can actually articulate, I'm a tell on you. I told you you're going to be in trouble." And then the credits run for a little bit, and it cuts back to him. He's like, "Hey, mom, I think we should go to the hospital. I'm worried about Ashley." And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not getting a sequel, but it's a nice thought.
Yeah, no, it was a nice thought. It was a good
You know
interesting way
what?
to
One thing that
end it.
really, one of several things that quite impressed me about the movie is there's a lot of the exposition is shown rather than spoken, particularly with how the entire thing was set up.
Yes, yes.
There's no moment where it's like, well, I saw him fall and get shot in a blood spurt, and there was the brick came through the window, but both of you were with me at the time, and da 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 da. How did you do it? And he stands there and aha, well, I did this and I did that, and that
Yep.
was this.
Yep.
When she wakes up, when she's first bound to a chair, she wakes up. He's coming in from the outside with just a work light that he's just putting away. Doesn't even mention, he's just dragging it inside. It's like, that was outside. That was the big spotlight that came through the window. And then he's bringing in a cardboard
Uh,
standee that was
yep.
clearly the shadow outside.
Yep.
Later in the movie, Jeremy, the ex-boyfriend, is stumbling through the yard and nearly trips over.
Runs into a catapult.
He's like, what the hell is this? And the camera switches to inside the house shooting through the broken window. And you're like, they used the catapult to chuck the brick through the window. Hell of a shot, but okay.
Yep.
And
And when she's running away, she trips on the tripwire
she
and
trips
gets
on the
shot.
tripwire, and you see that he had a paintball gun nailed to a board in a tree. It's like, that's how that was set up. And none of this, he never explains himself. It's just all of it's shown throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And at the very end, you find out that the goddamn spiders were set up by him too.
Yes.
Even the spiders were set up by him.
Yeah, I was actually kind of happy about that. Yeah, no, I was actually really impressed with that specific as well. Like, because I like that they
There,
didn't
you
draw
you
attention.
would in a lesser writer, you would expect a scene
Yes.
where Luke is showing off how damn smart he is by how he
Mm-hmm.
set this up, and he doesn't. You just see it play out throughout the course of the film. You're like, oh, that's how they did that. Okay,
Yeah, when he came
that's
in
fine.
with that light, the light, I was like, good on them. They're not even talking about it.
Yeah,
But like when at the very end he was putting away the spiders, I was actually quite happy because Fushi and I were both like, this house has a real bad spider problem because those are some big.
this house also has like doorknobs halfway up the damn door. Why are the doorknobs so high up the door? What country was this shot in? Where did
Maybe
they
they're
fly
just really
Patrick
short.
Warburton and Virginia Madsen to? Are these kids local actors? Because I don't know them. Are they doing American accents? Was this shot in Canada and New Zealand and Australia? Where was this shot? Who has
Yeah,
door
I
handles
don't
that
actually know
high?
them.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen the kids before, so
Or since.
if they're covering up accents, they're doing a nice job.
If they're covering up accents, they're doing a really great job. So maybe it's Canada.
Okay, my question for you
Yes.
is I feel that when he first wallops Ricky with the baseball bat and does his little dance, that's clearly Malcolm McDowell from Clockwork Orange. How close is his little shuffle?
It's pretty, it's
You're more
pretty,
familiar with the movie than I
I
am.
am
I
very
noticed the
familiar with,
reference, but I'm like, is it exact or is
it's
it
not exact, but it is very
pretty
close.
close?
And it's the feeling,
Yeah.
the app, and like
I got the
this,
reference. I had no idea
yeah,
how one to one it was, but I'm like, oh, I see what you're doing there.
yeah, no,
I
it,
am worldly.
yeah, no, it definitely is. Yeah, that I will say I was surprised at how, because that's another thing, like they get beaten over the head some pretty badly.
Yeah,
Like
let's see.
I
He gets smacked in the skull at least twice with a bat.
twice with the bat,
She gets slapped, falls downstairs, hits her head on the floor, and then later gets a
hit with a
brick
brick.
broken over her head.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Those are those, which, and that's the thing is like when he hit him with the bat is when you're like he's capable of something more because that could have killed him. Because he also put like the pencil through his cheek and
I mean,
everything. Like,
he is being attacked at the time,
yeah,
but
yeah,
at one point, Garrett has him, at the end of a shotgun, and it's like it's done now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he wallops
And he
him with the bat
still
anyway.
whacks him with the bat.
And even Garrett's like, dude.
Dude, I know. Yeah. Poor Garrett. Seriously though, and that I really like that little Garrett kid actor. I should look into see what he's up to because he squawked. He squeaked a little bit too from like they both had a little bit of an affectation of like I'm hitting puberty. And
Although Garrett definitely had his voice is dropped. He had a blah 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 blah. Yeah, he had a couple trips down into the basement, which
yes he did. Yes
which
he
is
did.
fine. Plenty of voices drop early, so
Yes they do. Yes they
yeah.
do. So, but anyways, but yeah,
Well,
I'd never
I'm
seen
glad
it.
you managed to watch the correct never better watch out because there's a couple of them
Yes, I did. You telling me that from the year and
and the
uh
actors I think
the
because
actors
there
and
was
all
another
that,
better
like
watch out from the same year. I looked on that I'm like, oh come on. Even
yeah,
saying better watch out 2016 was it?
2016, I
Yeah,
think you're.
2016
Yeah.
doesn't narrow it down. Oh.
That would be the worst, is if it's like,
That's
and
got to
Paul.
happen at some point. We end up watching the wrong movie. Like one of us watches the wrong movie. It's like, oh, you meant this one. Oops. I didn't realize
Oh,
there was another movie called exactly the same thing.
amazing.
Whoops.
I don't think we're gonna have that problem with my choice, though. I
Okay.
only think that there is one movie. So, um, so there are, I can't decide where I'm gonna go with this sentence.
There
So
is her.
there is er. Um,
Ours?
I didn't do a lot of research, and then I did.
Kelly phoned this one. Oh, okay. It's just
Well,
like,
no, well,
I half-assed this one.
no, well, I did, well, because I knew what I wanted to do, right? I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I have to do something Happy Holidays. Duh. I and I thought of a movie, and then I was like, I wonder if any more movies fit this. And then I looked it up and I was like, no.
Happy Holidays. There's a very small handful of movies that fit our arbitrary and ill-defined theme.
Yeah, well, I wanted a Hanukkah movie.
Okay.
There's one.
They,
We're gonna watch it. I've
we're
never
gonna watch
watched
the
it.
one Hanukkah movie. Okay.
So, have you seen
Can
it?
I think of what the one Hanukkah movie is?
It's an animated movie.
Oh, is it the Adam Sandler one, the Eight Crazy Nights?
That's what we're gonna watch.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
Well, we're gonna.
And I spelled it with I went knights. I'm like, no, it's just
No,
nuggets.
just and
Eight crazy nuts. Hey, do you think he's gonna do his Hanukkah song in that
yes,
movie somewhere?
hope so. And
I
I hope
mean,
it's not just over the credits.
he has to. Yeah, it's got to be in the movie. It can't
Yeah.
just be an over the credits one, and it
Yeah.
has to have like at least a new verse for the movie.
Yes. Yes. All
Don't let
right.
us down, Adam Sandler.
From years and years and years
From
ago.
20 years ago? When did this come out?
I don't know. Since there's only one, we're not gonna. I didn't look up the year. I was like, eight, crazy. 20, oh, 2002.
2002, so over 20 years ago.
So, yep.
Who
My
animated this?
goodness.
What studio did this? I mean,
But no, I looked up, I was like, there's got to be more Hanukkah movies out there because there's got to be.
isn't there like a horror slasher Hanukkah movie where someone stabs someone with a menorah or chucks a dreidel at their head or something like
So
that?
there
Chokes on
are
the candy gold coins or something like that?
Gelt. So like
Yeah, there you go.
I looked
I know
up.
my Hanukkah stuff.
I did look up I did because like I said, I was like, well, there's eight crazy nights, but is there any
Eight,
more?
eight nights of horror.
Eight, and that's the thing is I was looking for them and there's a lot of, to be clear, Hallmark has made a few, and I'm like, we are not watching Hallmark films.
Yeah, I
That
was
is
gonna say
where I draw the
there's
line.
probably maybe there might be a couple like made for TV Lifetime movies. Well, Lifetime movies. No, not
Yeah,
Lifetime,
Lifetime and
just Hallmark.
Hallmark, we do not watch those on this podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
We watch real movies.
that's right.
I'm like, but yeah, Lifetime and Hallmark have made a few, and like, chintzy woman in gift shop meets man in Christmas sweater. Can they make it work with the two?
They don't get along at first, but then they talk to each other and they find their differences are not that different after all.
Yeah, something
Something.
like that. And then Seth
He's from
Rogen,
this world and she's from this
yeah,
world. They could never be together, but they learn about each other.
yeah. And she buys him socks on the third night, and he knows it's forever.
That's right.
I give socks on the first night, though.
Hey, the tagline on the poster to Better Watch Out.
Oh,
You might be home, but you're not alone.
see, they really leaned into home.
Yeah,
Okay,
they did.
okay, okay. I'm gonna have to watch okay, I'll have to watch the trailer because they really did lean in on it.
Yep.
They were trying, so they knew what they were doing. Okay, I see you.
Well, today's episode may have come to an end, but we'll be back in a couple weeks with Kelly's mandated movie, Eight Crazy Nights. If you'd like to watch it too, check out the description to see where it's currently streaming or available to rent. Until then, you can watch Movie Mandates on YouTube or listen to it in podcast form on iTunes. If you enjoy the show, you want to help us reach a wider audience, tough because YouTube hates us and doesn't want anyone to see this.
No,
But if
no.
you want to like, subscribe, comment, and review and all that stuff, much appreciated. With that, I'm Andrew. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Andrew Eisen.
And I'm Kelly, and you can follow me on Insta at Pimento Livia.
We hope
Okay.
you've all enjoyed this episode of Movie Mandates, and we'll be back soon with another mandated movie. Bye, everyone.